Hello, everyone. Can you guys see me okay? I look so scruffy today. Oh my God. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me okay. Hello, hello. Starting to lose my voice because I've been doing a marathon of this. I started this morning at 10 a.m. my time, Belgian time. It is now 8 p.m. And we've been going several times already. So this will be the last time for today. And in the meantime, I have been moving, moving and packing and boxing, and it's very tiresome. And we have one more day tomorrow, Sunday, and then this whole place needs to be clean and empty. And there's still so much stuff here. I don't even know how we're all going to get it done. But I'm going to ask some help from Spirit to make things, time go slow and make everything else go fast. Is Belgium on a shutdown? Yes, we are on a lockdown, but I'm moving anyway. They can all kiss my grits. I am moving to France. Donald Rutherford, there you are. I did a card for you in the previous one, the 3 o'clock one, but I couldn't figure out your name. I thought it was Sutherland, but I was thinking of Kiefer Sutherland. Rutherford. I'm going to write down your name, honey. So, Donald, I pulled you a card on the 3 o'clock one, so part 2. Go check that out then. Okay, let's get started. So for people who are new here, hello. I'm doing angel card readings. Basically, I'm allowing your spirit to pull out a card for you. So I'm always waiting for a jumper to come out. That way I know that I didn't influence the cards. And then after I read your card, the message on that, then I will share with you what I intuitively feel. I'm doing it this way because one, channeling spirit right now is a little bit too hard for me because of the imbalance and the negativity that's going around in the energetic structure of the collective. So this is an easier way for me to still be able to send messages, to receive messages from your spiritual team that I can pass on to you. And it takes a little bit less energy and it's less draining for me to do as well. And it's just easier, especially at these times where the energies are very heavy and very dense. And as an empath, I do get extremely, I suffer from that. It affects me greatly. And so, also the reason why I'm not doing any personal readings, plus the fact that my children have been home since March, nonstop 24/7, that didn't help either. So any donations that you guys may send my way is greatly appreciated. It keeps me going, it keeps my family going, and it keeps us afloat at this time when times are tough for everyone. So thank you for all of you guys who have already donated and who keep supporting me on Patreon. Patreon is a channel that I have where I post channeled messages, channeled answers to your questions about spirituality, about the world, about the universe. It's $3 per month, and you have access to all, I think there's like 97 posts on there right now. And some little extras here and there whenever I have the time to do so. But know that I'm in the process of moving to France, from Belgium to France, and that is taking a lot of my time and energy and focus away. So I'm trying my very, very best to do what I can at this moment, and I just want to thank you for your patience and your continuous support. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. And I just randomly pick out people that you just kind of, oh, you guys are going fast. I can barely read. Okay. I just look, and if a name pops up, it just kind of highlights, and then I know that spirit wants me to pick that name. It's almost like somebody is putting a flashlight. There's Gerald in his PJs. I'm in my kitchen right now because I have no more desk or nothing. So
we're homeless.
We're homeless. We're sleeping on the floor. We're sitting in camping chairs, which are super uncomfortable watching TV. We're pretty much camping in our own house right now.
30 nights.
My kids are at grandma and grandpa. They're sleeping over there because this place is just no longer safe for them. Okay, the first name that pops up is Kizzy or Wendy Darling. Wendy Darling. Kizzy. It's a cute name. Let's see what spirits have for you, what message they want to bring forward. Know and understand that even if it doesn't resonate with you at this moment, a lot of times it means that in the next week or the following week, something might happen that your message will apply for then. I see that a lot. Some people are like, I don't really know what they're talking about. And then a week later, something happens and they go, oh, now I know why they told me that. So I would be prepared when that happened. So it does happen that it resonates with you right now, and sometimes it'll resonate with you on a later time. So keep that in mind. Sometimes spirits knows, well, they know everything, but they know something is on the horizon. Oops, there it goes. And they just want to let you know beforehand so you're prepared for it. Come together. This is for Kizzy. Kizzy, I don't know if you can see it. Sometimes it zooms in, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, these are really, really beautiful cards. So Kizzy, your card reads, fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps to get the job done. What I'm getting for you, Kizzy, is that you're a person who's very perfectionistic. And you like things to be done a certain way. And because of that, you really have a hard time how would I say it? It's like you really have a hard time to kind of delegate your work or the work that needs to be done in the home or whatever. So you're a person who likes to do things in her own way because you then know that it's done right. So what you do is you take on too much, and then you exhaust yourself, and you just you just put this great big burden on your own shoulders. Because you got to do this, you got to do that. And you're like, well, if I do it myself, it'll be done better. It'll be done the way that I want it to. And you'll eventually, you start to cave in on that pressure. And you become exhausted. And when you become exhausted, you become grumpy. When you become that, then you literally, you're damaging your energetic field. You become sick. You become, disconnected with yourself, with the world around you. So it's just like one thing leads to another, and it's like you really have a hard time trusting people with everything. Just feels like there's a disconnect when it comes to trusting people, even trusting people close to you. It's like you're always ready for someone or something to happen to kind of get you out of your balance. It's like you're fearful of always something happening to you or somebody doing something to you. I don't know if that makes any sense or if that resonates at all, but basically what they're saying is that you have to learn to trust, you have to learn to surrender, and you really have to learn to delegate your work a little bit more so you could relieve the stress and relieve the tension and the pressure that you put upon yourself, because it is affecting you energetically and it is affecting you physically. They're um, a little worried, because they're showing me, if you continue to do things the way that you're doing, if you continue to kind of dismiss your own physical needs, your body wants to rest, body wants to take a break, but it's almost like you can't. I don't have time to take a break. you know um it almost feels like you're always like always busy, always doing stuff, always thinking, always, oh, I got still gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta accomplish this, gotta achieve that, gotta create this, gotta manifest this. It's like you're always so overwhelmed, and it's really you're overwhelming yourself with so much that it's hurting you. It's hurting you physically, and it's hurting you energetically. And they're afraid that if you can't surrender every now and then, if you can't take breaks, if you can't just kind of disconnect from all of that and just kind of be present, if you can't take moments in your day where you just kind of disconnect from everything and just kind of go into a rest state. And we're not talking about sleep, they say, because they're saying that even though you do sleep, you don't really sleep because you're constantly thinking. So you're constantly dreaming. Therefore, you're not even getting rest when you're sleeping. Okay, so you go to bed tired and you wake up tired because the mind never stops. The mind is always working, always busy, always planning, always worrying about things. So they're afraid that if you continue at this pace, you're going to create an illness that will force you to take a break. You're going to create a physical aching, a physical pain, a physical disease that will force you to take more time, take better care of yourself, take more time for yourself, and really kind of slow down. So they don't want that to happen. So what they're saying is, delegate your work. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance. If people offer their help, take it. Take them up on it. So because you need more time, or you need to plan more time in your daily life to take a break. And meditation is something that is proven physically, is scientifically proven to bring the body into a relaxed sleep state without actually being asleep, and therefore getting more rest. And by disconnecting from the world outside of you, you will then start to connect with the world inside of you, inside of your soul, which will allow you to connect to higher realms, and who knows, get more clarity and more assistance in the problems that you might be encountering in your life. So take time to take care of yourself better, to relax, to disconnect, to go into a rest state, even if it's just listening to some beautiful music for an hour a day. It's important that you incorporate rest time during your daytime, because they're just saying it's what the pace you're going at and the way you're going at things, it's affecting you. So I don't know if you've noticed any aches or pains, and usually it starts with neck pains and hip pains and muscle pains, and then you get these stabbings in the chest, and it just continues and continues, and it manifests into a physical illness, and they don't want that for you. So take some time. Take some time, relax, pamper yourself. Take some time to love yourself, to spoil yourself, and to just disconnect from all the burdens that you place upon you, and work together. Like the card said, work together. Put your trust in people, and be appreciative for the assistance that they're willing to give you. And you'll see that everything will settle down. You'll feel better, you'll feel happier, and you'll feel less stressed and less burdened by everything that you feel needs to be done. Okay? So I hope that helps a bit. Okay. Nicole Rothman. Nicole, first time here. Well, welcome, Nicole. You're welcome, Wendy. Wendy, darling. Where's it? Kizzy. 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 I love it. I've never heard that name before. I love it. Kizzy. Oh. There it goes. There's your card, Nicole. Look in a book. Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you will find will bring the insight that you seek. Nicole, what I'm getting for you is that you are a very intelligent, compassionate, loving, giving person who is, I feel like you're on a search, you're on a quest to discover why you're here, what you should be doing, where you should be putting your focus on, where you should where you should be investing your own energy in. I feel like you're on this quest to figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you've been. It's like you've been juggling with many different ideas, but you still don't have that clear view of where you want to go. Does that kind of make sense? They're saying that the reason you cannot seem to see your path, the reason you cannot seem to get clarity on your questions is because you tend to compare yourself with others. That's one. You're always comparing yourself to other people. And two, you tend to overanalyze everything. And basically, your mind is the evil doer. You literally like destroy the spiritual communication that's going on. Like, you're getting ideas, you're getting pictures, you're getting insights, you're daydreaming, where you receive information, but because you're over analyzing the information that is coming through, you literally tear it apart. It's like a doctor doing a biopsy on a person, but just completely cutting up everything and completely destroying the body, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. That's what they're giving me. So you're on a search for answers. You're on a search for what is my path? Where am I going? And so on and so forth. And basically, they're saying you're gonna look in a book, and you're gonna find the answer. So it's almost like your team has been trying really hard to give you the answers that you're asking for, but because you confuse yourself so much and you doubt single thing that comes into your head, you're completely missing their guidance. And so they're referring to a book, because then they know that you're going to get it, you know. And it might not even just be a book. I mean, this card basically is about receiving validation through a physical means. So it might be a song, it might be you're watching a documentary and all of a sudden you get this feeling like, oh, this is, you know, this is something I would like to do. So either way, the validation of your, you know, why you're here, where you're going, what you should be doing, all of that is coming towards the end of the year. Closer to Christmas, it's what I'm getting. I keep seeing a Christmas tree. So close to Christmas is you're going to read something, you're going to hear something, and it's just going to click. It's just going to connect. And from then, it's important to not overanalyze. Once you get that feeling deep inside, like, oh my God, you get that light bulb that goes on, you get that lightning strike. Don't overanalyze it and just follow it through. Just continue, just work with it and just keep going. Okay. Don't dismiss it. Don't kill it by over examining it. Just follow your heart and just go with it. Okay. I hope that helps. You just feel a little lost. And I don't know, it could be wrong, but just feels like you're trying to figure things out and you just can't seem to get the answers. You guys go so fast. Oh my God, oh my God. All right, let me see. Judy from Alaska. Judy from Alaska. Oop, this way. Judy, Judy, Judy. Judy from Alaska. Oh, well, that one came out. Hold on. Forgot one. Hi, Peter. Left to you too. We need a card for Judy. Judy from Alaska. Judy, this is the card that popped out. Tree Wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds that it makes. Okay. It almost feels to me like you're going through a physical discomfort. They're showing me the throat chakra. They're showing me the heart chakra. It almost feels like it's up here. It's up here. They're making me feel like you are trying, or you have been trying to heal it, but you haven't seen the results that you're wanting to see. And they're coming back to music therapy, like sound therapy. It feels it just feels blocked. It just feels blocked. Energetically, they're referring to the fact that it almost looks like you've been you've been having a lot of thoughts, a lot of worries, a lot of thinking, but you haven't expressed them. It's almost like you just, they're there, but you just hold it in. You don't share it. And when we start doing that, when we stop expressing our feelings, our, certain energies, and we just hold it into our bodies, things can get out of balance. And so they're definitely showing me this area. I'm just kind of staring and looking at in my head. Some people ask me why I just stare at a point. I'm staring at the end on my screen right now. This is lighting up, and it's because something isn't being expressed, something isn't being released, being said out loud. And in order to heal it, they're talking about musical therapy, sound therapy, because they're talking about the vibrations of sound therapy can penetrate the throat, the heart area, the lungs, and literally shake things up in there. And that can cause a healing. It can make things loose. It can release the built up energy that's stuck there, and create relief and healing. I just feel like you're tired. You're tired, you're annoyed by the whole situation. I just feel like you have a lot of pressure in your body, like you're about to explode. I don't know. Let me know if that resonates. But either way, look into sound therapy. And that's, if people, sound therapies with singing bowls and things and chimes, and they literally put you in front of a huge gong and they go boing, and you literally can feel all of those vibrations go through your body, through every cell, every fiber. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's possible where you are, because you said you're from Alaska. But see if there's anything in that area that you can do, or you can use earphones and really listen to 285 megahertz sound therapy. That will penetrate down as well. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. But healing will occur. Healing will occur. It just needs to be expressed verbally, and the healing can be assisted through sound therapy. I hope that makes a little sense. It's been a long day. I'm a little tired. Okay. Oh, Lord, there you guys go again. Gail Johnson. Gail Johnson. Gail Johnson. Gail Johnson. Now, even if you don't get a card pulled today, but if you hear a card and that message really resonates with you, then know that is your card as well. That is spirit nudging you, giving you that feeling of resonance, to let you know that, look, this is the message we wanted to give you as well. So it's always good to listen to all messages, because there might be a message in there for you as well that was picked through another person. Oh. Gail Johnson. Magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Gail Johnson. Gail. Gail, you feel like a giver. You are a lover, not a fighter. You're a person who gives, who is always there for people, who helps heal people, who guides people, who people can count on. You're a person who has such a huge heart that your willingness to give everything away, all of your energy, all of your attention, all of your focus, is admirable. And that's what they're telling me. And so understand that it's like you sometimes have these feelings like, I'm doing so much, but you have the feeling that you don't always get something back. You don't always get something in return. Like people know they can count on you and they will use that and abuse that at times. And so a lot of times you're left being drained, being tired because you're simply such a kind heart that you're willing to give everything away. And so don't be afraid, they say, to ask for our guidance, our assistance to help you replenish energetically. So they're saying try and find balance in giving and receiving, because most of the time your scale goes towards giving, but you're not receiving enough. So ask for help for others. Ask for help for your spiritual team. Ask for blessings. And in doing so, it's almost like when you get that balance back, when you get that energetic health back, then you can, assist people again. It's almost like right now, it's time for you a bit. It's time for you. It's time to take a step back. It's time to focus a little bit more on you and a little bit less on everyone else, and finding real balance, regrounding yourself, asking for assistance from the angels, from God, from Jesus, from whoever you want to receive assistance from, because you will receive it. And then you get back into a normal, balanced self, energetically, emotionally, physically, and in doing so, we'll then be able to assist more people again. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Sometimes I bladder whatever it is that I feel, I just splurt it out. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Gail. Katrina McCabe. Gail says, yes, good. You just feel like, I just feel like love when I tap into your energy. Love. You're just such a giver. You really are a healer. You are a healer. You're here to be a healer and to be a guide to people. And you do it in such a natural way that, yeah. Eric's giving thumbs up. He's going, she is A-okay in my book. So I don't know if that resonates with you, if you feel like a healer. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like I said, sometimes messages resonate right away, and sometimes they're for your future. Sometimes, who knows, maybe next week you might feel completely drained. Whoop. Here it goes. All right, Katrina. Inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Katrina, I think there's definitely a male energy that's stepping forward, who's calling you his little girl. I don't think you're little. So I think there's a father energy or a father presence. Let me know if your father's deceased. But there's definitely a father energy here who loves you very much. And who wants to, this is the person who picked the card for you. It just feels like a father energy. So it could be a guide that was a father to you at one point. I just feel like a father energy is guiding you, is surrounding you. And it feels to me like there's just, he's making me feel worried about you. Grandparents are gone, Uncle Jim. Yeah, I don't know. He feels very protective over you, feels like a father energy. So I don't know if this person had children or if it felt very fatherly towards you. But either way, he feels very protective over you. Like I said, I'm not channeling, so I don't know who it is. Just I can recognize the energy and how he feels. And he's making me feel like he's worried because you tend to get really frustrated with the people around you. That could be just people on the news. It could be the world. But it feels to me like you have a tendency of really getting frustrated lately. And you're holding on to that. You're holding on to those lower energies. And it just, I get this kind of goofy feeling. So whoever it is a very goofy person, because he's basically saying you really have to take some time off from the world. Who is Eric? Eric is my guide. Is my guide, my spirit guide. You really have to take some time off and just kind of have fun. Just kind of focusing on yourself, spoiling yourself, um, uh, pretending like there's no pandemic in a way. So it just feels to me like you're getting really frustrated and you're getting really annoyed with everything that's going on around you, and it's affecting you. It's affecting your mood. It's affecting you energetically. It's affecting you physically. And so this person who cares very deeply about you and seems very protective over you really wants you to kind of disconnect from that frustration, to disconnect from that stress, and really take some time off to recharge, to kind of refocus on what is important in life, and really to re-energize, to kind of get yourself grounded again in your own center, because you feel off, you feel out of balance. And again, you know, anytime we're out of balance, it could lead to more manifestations or experiences that are off, or that will bring you even more off. So it just feels to me like embracing your inner child and just having some fun, doing some things to spoil yourself, to love yourself, and to really kind of disconnect from being a grown-up in a way. That doesn't mean you have to do silly things, but just to kind of disconnect from all the worries and the responsibilities for just a little bit, giving yourself a break, will help you to rebalance. Okay. Katrina says a lot of new things going on in the family. Okay, okay. So that's maybe where the frustration comes from, the people around you that he spoke of. So yeah, it just feels to me like you're a little bit out of balance, and he just wants you to be grounded again in your own self, to kind of take away the attention from the family and just focus on yourself. Disconnect. It just feels like it's not good for you. It's not good for you, because he's making me feel like normally you're a very stable person, and you're kind of like, this is not fun. So it just feels like you need a little bit of a break and just have some fun with yourself. Okay? So I hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Mariana Nielsen. Mariana Nielsen. I don't know if it was an E or an O. It went so fast. Okay, Katrina. I see. Well, thank you for that validation. Okay, Mariana Nielsen. Oh. Okay, so you got two cards that popped out. There you go, Mariana. Moderation and find balance. Okay. So moderation, is there something you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. And then find balance. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. It almost sounds like everybody's very tired. And you know what? We are. Ian Richardson, thanks for the message in part 1. Spot on. Oh, that's good. All right. Thank you for that validation, Ian. So are we all tired? Yes, we are. And why is that? Because boy, are the energies heavy. And boy, is there a lot of change happening for everyone. And boy, do we have to readjust to new frequencies every day, over and over and over again. So yes, it is pretty normal that everybody's a little bit more tired than usual. That's why we're being forced to take better care of ourselves. And so Mariana, for you, I feel the same way. I feel like you've been overworked. I feel like you've been doing too much in too short of a time, and you're really feeling tired and drained and grumpy. And because you're in such a hurry, because you're in such a rush, I don't know if you're like a nurse or you work in the medical staff or whatever. I'm not really sure on that. I just keep seeing a hospital for some reason. Either way, it almost feels like your lifestyle right now, or your life's rhythm, your day-to-day rhythm, is go really fast, really pressured, really busy. It just feels very overwhelming. And in doing so, you don't seem to eat healthy. You're just kind of snacking along the way or something like that. So you're slacking on being healthy food-wise, and you're slacking on getting the rest that you need in order to function properly. So it's important, they tell you to find balance in your day. It's important for you to take and introduce small moments in your day, whether it's you sitting on the toilet and just kind of disconnecting for a few minutes, or whether it is waiting for an elevator and just kind of focusing on your breathing, that you install moments of mindfulness during your day in order for you to slow down, in order for you to calm down, to slow down the heart rate, and to bring your attention, your awareness back to the now moment. because when we're living a very hectic, busy life, we're always in the mind space. We're in here. We're no longer experiencing our reality. We're no longer being present in our now moment. And so they're making me feel like that's very important for you to maintain that, or you will crash and burn. You won't be able to continue the pace of life, the pace of emotional distress that's going on. It'll break you. It'll bring you to a breaking point, and they don't want you to get there. They want you to be able to manage it, so you can continue to do what you do in a healthy and a nutritious way. Okay, so find your balance and make sure that you eat healthy. For some reason, they're saying that you haven't been eating as healthy as you should. So find balance in replenish yourself. Okay. All right. Mariana, I hope that helps. Oh, Lord. Slow down, people. Let's see here. John Peter Rothman. John Peter Rothman. All right. John. Hey, Disco, the feed is like, I could barely see the names. They go by so fast. I don't know if it's the same on your end, but on my end, they go really fast. I'm trying it. John, we need a card for John. John needs some guidance. Oop. John, this is your card, celebration. I don't know if you can see it very well. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. John. John, what I'm feeling is that there's a lot of distress when it comes to financial. Just feels like everything's a little bit off. Financial, relationships, career. I don't know. Everything feels like it's changing. It's transforming. And you're lost. It's like you're lost in where is everything going to lead up to? Like you don't have any answers right now. It's like everything is transforming, new doors, or the doors are closing on you, and you're starting to feel very claustrophobic in life. You're starting to feel very unsure of where everything is going to lead to. And basically what they're advising you is to embrace the change, to not to go into panic, not to go into distress, not to go into too much worry, but into a state of acceptance, a state of surrendering to what is, and developing a sense of faith that everything happens for a reason, that everything is leading you to a transformation in life that will be in your highest good. Okay, so whatever is going on, whatever is ending or changing or transforming, your team is with you and you're being guided, and they're making me feel like celebration will be in order soon. It's almost like something new something, a new door will open. For some reason, finances keeps popping into my head. So I don't know if it's a new job or whatever it might be, but something will come on your path very soon that will allow you to kind of breathe, that will allow you to feel relieved and inspired. So yeah, whatever it is that is changing and ending, it just feels like everything in your life is affecting every aspect of your life. It's like that, like finances is affecting relationships, is affecting, it just feels like everything is connected and everything is falling apart. I know, when it comes to falling apart, it terrifies people. But, whenever something falls apart for me, and shit falls apart all the time, and I don't go into distress because I know that things are falling apart, so something new can rise up. And I feel the same, like I need to tell you the same thing. Don't go into distress, but have faith. And that doesn't mean you just sit with it, but it just means that you work on yourself and where you want to go and who you want to be. You really kind of do some internal work while you're waiting for the right guidance to show up, and it will show up because they're saying an invitation has been sent out to you. So just feels like the end of December. The end of December, something positive will occur. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. Something positive will occur the end of December that will guide you into a direction where you can rebalance and really find your joy again. Does that make sense at all? It makes so much sense. Okay, good. Yeah, don't give up, John. Don't give up. Positivity is on the horizon. It just feels like you just have to surrender and accept and really just do the internal work. Go inwards. Don't focus on what you can't change out there. Focus on what you can change in here, how you feel, how you respond, how you see the world, how you see the universe. Work on that aspect, and then the outside world will adjust to that beautiful inner perspective. I'm starting to get tongue-tied. So yeah, it's gonna be good. There's gonna be reason to celebrate soon enough. But do the inner work first. Surrender, love, accept. Install universal truth inside of you. You're always loved. You're always guided. Everything happens with reason and intention. Everything happens for your highest good, for the expansion of your soul. Nothing happens randomly. When something ends, something new will begin. Those are universal truths, okay? It's not just something people say. It is truth. It is so. So really absorb that, become that, know that, and then you will see that energy, boom, will attract something really beautiful in the near future, okay? All right, John. I hope that helps, my love. Okay. Oop, there you go again. Okay. Heroica 17. Heroica 17. I almost said erotica, but that would have been cool too. No taboo here in this house. Heroica. You can ask Gerald too. Ain't no taboo in this house. Nope. My family is very open. No taboos on any subject. Woo, there we go. Heroica. Flourish. Look at that beautiful card. Zoom in already. Nope, didn't want to. I don't think I bought the right camera. Okay, Heroica. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Okay. You feel, when I tap into the energy, you feel like a person who tries to see beauty in everything, who tries to focus on the positive, who tries to believe in the goodness of man and women. No discrimination. A creative soul, a musical soul. I don't know. You feel like a flower. You feel like a sunflower, energy-wise. But you're overly curious. It's like you like to know the ins and outs of everything. You like to understand everything. You like to analyze everything. You are always seeking wisdom. You're always seeking understanding. But you're doing that from a distance. It's like you're, how would I say it? You get, it's like you're searching information, but you're looking in the wrong place. You're trying to understand it intellectually. You're trying to understand the universe. You're trying to understand what's going on in your life. You're trying to figure out your path. You're trying to understand everything because you're just a curious, very creative soul. But you're always trying to get it on an intellectual level because you were taught as a child, just like everyone else, in order for you to truly know or understand something, you have to use this to figure it out. And basically what your spirits are telling you is that you need to get more hands-on practice. It's like you need to learn to become what you want to learn. It's like, how would I say it? You're trying to intellectualize the spiritual, and you should be spiritualizing the intellectual. So instead of understanding and trying to comprehend the spiritual world, the universe, the reality around you, you have to become it. You have to practice it. You have to practice what you know, practice what you believe, practice what you stand for. In other words, your ideas, your beliefs need to become your daily practices in life. Does that kind of make sense? Basically, practice what you know. Because it's like you're trying to know everything and you're trying to understand everything and you're even trying to convince others of what you know. But until you practice it daily, until you become what you know, you don't know. Get it? Until you become and practice what you know, you don't know. You can understand anything there is and have read every book on being a doctor, but until you actually practice on a patient, you won't know. Same thing with spirituality. You can understand all the ins and outs on manifestations, on angels and God and whatever, but until you practice your universal wisdom, your spiritual wisdom in your daily physical presence, your daily practice, it's just an idea. So you have to become what you know. Okay, you have to use it daily into your life. You have to become that spiritual person in your daily life, not just the idea of it. I'm a good person, but then, it's like so many people say or tell themselves they're good people. They're compassionate, they're loving, but then they'll walk by 10 homeless people and not even try to assist them or help them in any way or form. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not about knowing who you are. It's about becoming that person in real life. It's not about knowing that you're a spiritual, compassionate person. It's about actually practicing that compassion in your daily life. It's about becoming what you know. So they just make me feel that you need to do more practice and less intellectualizing. Okay? I hope that helps. Hold on 1 minute. I have to get a name off my wall because I've been promising a person who can never get on here a card, and I forgot their name. So hold on. So I'm just going to do this person real quick because she can never get on here. Mapitso Kuale. That's why I couldn't remember the name, see? Mapitso Kuale. I have promised a card to this person. And then I'll do one more here, and then I'll do a group card. Oh, there it is. My pizza. There's your card, honey. Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be planned or unplanned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes and pack your passports now. Mapito, I don't think you're physically taking a journey, although it is possible. But I think what they're referring to is that it's time for a new adventure. It's time for kind of going in a new way. Going in a new direction. So it's almost like this, that it's time to make some changes in your life. That it's time to reinvent yourself, but you're fearful. You're in a way unwilling to go through the hassles that changes bring with them. So they're giving you the courage, they're giving you the okay that changes and transformation is necessary in order for you to kind of regain your strength, regain your self-power, your self-love, and regain a clear view on the direction that you're supposed to go into, because you are a very intuitive person. You do receive messages on a daily basis, they say, but you tend to dismiss them, or you tend to over analyze them. So it just feels to me like Part of this journey at this moment is to find self-trust in what you receive, in what you're doing, and what you're feeling, and clearing your emotional energy from fear, from doubt, from worry. So the focus needs to be on you and you alone in this journey, and to not allow the people around you to influence or take you away from that inner discovery. Okay, so it's time. It's time to prepare for a new journey, and the journey starts inwards and then will affect the outward journey in a very positive way. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, honey. All right. One more. Deborah A. Deborah A. Deborah. Deborah A. Oopa. Deborah A. This is your card. Wait for winter. During the colder months, the fairy queen of winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. Deborah. Deborah, I feel like the last few months you've been going through massive ups and downs energetically, emotionally, but you've always also been inspired to create or undertake something new. It feels to me like there's something new on the horizon that you want to accomplish. And they're saying in your heart and in your soul, you are a teacher. You are here to guide people. You teach people. You show them beauty and healing through your teachings. You help them creatively in their life. And it feels to me like you've been recently inspired by something or someone, and you now have ambition to look more into that, to look closer into that. And even if you haven't had that yet, that might still come. And it feels to me like January, February, those 2 months is when it will be the best time for you to really get something going, to really start the creation of this new desire, this new wish to be fulfilled. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, so if you have had the inspiration already, great, you can get going, but know that January and February will be crucial months to get something accomplished. If you haven't had the lightning bolt yet, the inspiration yet, then know that it is coming very soon. Either way, whatever it is you're gonna want to add to your knowledge, your wisdom, it really is going to change. It's going to alter the way that you guide and teach people. It just feels to me like it's going to add another dimension to how you assist the people around you in their journey. Okay? Whatever that might be. But that's what I'm getting. So I hope that helps you a bit. You are spot on and perceptive. Thank you for the confirmation and the information. You're welcome, Deborah. Thank you for that confirmation. All right, cool beans. That makes me happy. Oops. Now let's do a group card for everyone right here, right now. Oh, you're so, oh, honey. You're so welcome, John. Okay, this is the card that jumped out. This is what my spiritual team wants to share with all of you. Light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So I think what my spiritual team wants to give to you right now, to all of you, is that despite the fact that we're all going through very dark times, some people will experience it very dark. Other people will experience it very fearful. Other people will experience it as, look, this is time for us to grow and all of that. So no matter how you're experiencing the situation in this world that we are going through today, light is always there to guide you. Your team is never away, even though that, you know, if we are in a dark place and we are feeling fearful and we don't hear them at all, which is, you know, it's kind of shitty, isn't it? This is the annoying thing, I think, about being human. The moment you are in your darkest times and you need your spiritual team the most is the moment you don't hear them at all. And that doesn't mean they're not there. It just means that you have lowered your frequencies to such a low degree that your spiritual team, you can't receive their information anymore. They cannot lower themselves to that level that you are in. Therefore, they are sending information, but it's not being received or picked up by you. That's the shitty part about being human. But it is important to know, even though you might be in those dark times, even though you might be very unsure about things, you're not alone. They are there with you. And if you can always find a way to come back to the light, if you can always find a way to look in a positive direction, to focus or do something that makes you feel good. When you look into, you know, into a new direction, instead of seeing all these doors closing on you, look at it as, okay, new doors will be opening soon. You know, everything depends on perspective. And if you can always see a little bit of light in your darkness, then you will always find your way out. Always, always, always. So understand that the light never leaves you. It's just your perspective that hides the light from you. So you have the choice. You are completely 100% in power of your own perspectives, of your own feelings, of your own thoughts, of your own mindset. So know and understand that you can change at any moment in time how you choose to feel about something, how you choose to look at something, how you choose to think about something, and understand that knowing, having that control, learning the self-discipline to be able to redirect your own heart, your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas, to redirect them in a different direction, in a more positive direction, that will always give you the tools to really move out of a lower vibration really quickly and continue to move forward in a positive direction. So, you know, that is something that I had to learn as well, as I was pretty much depressed from the time I was 8 years old all the way to about 23, 24 years old. I lived in a depression day in, day out, day in, day out. So I had to learn, and I did that through mindfulness training and Buddhism. I'm not a Buddhist, but I studied Buddhism because I wanted to know why those damn monks were so freaking happy all the time. Um, that's why I studied that. But it really brought me great insight and understanding on how, you can control how you experience this reality. And yes, do I have moments where I cry and break down? I do. I have moments where I feel sad, where I feel scared, where I feel disappointed in humanity, where I feel frustrated with people. Um, and that's being human. That's being human. But the difference is that used to be my everyday experience 24/7, all year round, year in, year out. Now I allow myself to be angry for one day. I allow myself to have the human reaction, to tell my spiritual team to fuck off, to tell other people to fuck off. uh, you know, I have those experiences as well, but I have taught myself through mindfulness training, through Buddhism, through absorbing and adopting a more universal understanding and really practicing that in my daily life. I have managed to restrict the human me, the very human response to 1 to 2 days max, and then I move forward and I choose to redirect my focus. I choose to redirect my thinking, and I choose to see the lessons that I'm learning through that experience, that very human experience. I choose to see the expansion that took place in those 2 dark days. Once you can do that, life becomes much easier, and things will still go wrong and things will still go not the way that you planned them to be. I've never known anything that I've planned to go my way. So I usually just kind of go with the flow now. I just stopped planning and I know I'm moving there. So we'll just take it one day at a time. And that's how you have to do it. Know that you're in control. Ask Bruce Lee to assist you, because he was the master of self-discipline. He's assisted me in my spiritual work. He's assisting Gerald a lot of times when he does his energy healings for people. He helped me to understand the benefit of self-discipline. And self-discipline is not a punishment, but it is regaining control over your own self, your own emotions, your own beliefs, and your own thoughts. Regaining the control of where you choose to direct your energy, what energy you're releasing into the universe, and what energy will then create your future. So, boink. There you go. And there's a little bit of wisdom from my team and a little bit of wisdom from me personally. To all the people who didn't get a card today, don't give up. I will do these on a regular basis. Sometimes I do like a 2-hour session just once a day. Sometimes I'll do 3 of these a day just to get everybody in the world, because time differences really can can be a pain in the butt for everyone. So I think that's it. This is my last night in my Belgian home. It's exciting. And we spend a few days then at my mom's house. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. With 6 people in one house, that's going to really be very comfortable, I think. But we're going to spend precious time with my mom and dad, who I love very much and who are amazing, taking care of my kids right now. And then normally, if everything goes well, Friday, we should be moving to France. Again, I'm not setting my hopes on it. That's the plan, but we'll see we'll see how everything works out. And we go from there, one day at a time. That's what we do. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the donations. And know that we observe and find gratitude for all of you. And we love you. And we'll see you guys later.